Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the BytesBurn Podcast. And we're your hosts, Idris Lawal and Stacey Honora, as usual. And today we have, an interesting topic to talk about, which is around AI. It's AI again. It's always, the peace period that we are in now, Stacey. It's always dominated by AI, especially in tech, because um, all the fields of tech, are now disrupted by AI one way or another. And even in non-tech fields, you have AI disrupting those fields as well. And today, one of those non-tech fields that AI has disrupted is medicine. And yeah, not the type you may like. So there's this interesting news article that is on CNN. I'm sure some other media outlets also reported this. And this is about AI creating viruses. Yes,
Hmm.
viruses are not the type that affects computers. These
Hmm.
are viruses that affect, living organisms. And this is a report from CNN where we can see this news article. AI creates 16 new viruses from scratch, showing promise for drug resistance and drawing warning about potential misuse. Well, I'm pretty sure there are some medical applications where this is useful for them to be able to check, okay, what type of drug can be effective against some type of viruses. But I think it is ringing more alarm in my head than potential usefulness, because AI is now being used to create new viruses. So these are new viruses that are not known to occur naturally.
Hmm.
Brand new viruses, synthetic viruses created in the lab with AI.
Hmm.
And this is, concerning. I'm pretty sure maybe, maybe previously before AI became this ubiquitous, there are probably people who are already in the field and doing something similar. But now the fact that it is now AI augmented and AI can do this, leaves a lot of question mark, in terms of the safety of this kind of processes. And not too long ago, we were battling COVID that was said to have escaped from a lab in Wuhan, China, and now
Hmm.
we are having AI creating synthetic viruses. I mean, what could go wrong? Yeah. Because I just don't want to start thinking of all the possible cases. I mean, Stacey, have you seen this movie called Resident Evil? You know,
I seem
where
like, yeah.
that's those kind of scenarios are what is coming to my head right now. Seeing this kind of news article. And we've talked about the fact that it is for maybe medical applications, but why? Why? Why go this far?
Yeah. I'm very much of the opinion that just because you can't doesn't mean you should, right? And in as much as, they're trying to put it under the umbrella of, also preparing for the future. But again, it's one thing if you're trying to use AI to solve something, right? But now you're using it to create viruses, right? Not that you're even using it to solve existing viruses, you're using it to create new ones, right? Again, I'm not in the medical field, I'm not sure what the experiment or rationale behind some of these things are. But like you said, it's ringing bells and like it's like what are the control measures around this? And like you also said, we battled COVID like 6 years ago, and that practically shut down the entire world. Right. So if something goes wrong, what are the control measures around this to prevent a possible global shutdown again?
Yeah, and I know they say this is just research, yeah, but uh you know things tend to slip from labs. you know and these viruses from the news article here, they said scientists use artificial intelligence to create new program, artificial intelligence program to create new viral genomes that are different from any known natural viruses that targeted specific hosts. So they are even making it in such a way that it could target some particular life form. And you know all of this is just it's really scary because um if you look at how AI is not something that is governed by one entity. It is a technology that is available all around the world at this point, and anybody with any kind of intention can do this kind of a thing, and start to create some pretty nasty. Although I think what they used AI for in this case is just to design the virus. I'm not sure if they specifically synthesized the virus. I think they probably did, based on this article,
Hmm.
and tried it on some microorganisms just to see the effects and see if it's actually a virus that can survive within the host and all of that stuff.
Hmm.
But yeah, that means there's a real possibility of something slipping out and going where it's not supposed to go. But we hope not. We hope there's control measures. But yeah, this is certainly something to keep an eye on. And I think it's a call for regulators as well to step in to ensure safety procedures and all of that are properly taken. But yeah, scientists should just calm down. Let's take it. Let's calm down on these things, please.
Hmm. It's like it seems like a race against time, with some of these things. Like, oh, we're running
I don't
against.
know. I don't know why. Just chill. Let's take it chill, please. Um, and I know most of these AI companies also looking at this would also be looking at the fact that maybe they need to up their game in terms of medical applications, which is already becoming well known for some of the areas where you can apply AI. But uh, yeah, safety first. Safety first. So this is much as we can take on this episode of the BytesBurn Podcast. Do ensure to leave a like and subscribe. And we depend on your support to bring you this interesting topics. And we hope to see your support in helping us grow the channel. Share with your friends and family. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.